Engineering with the objectives of promoting student activities for organizing and participating in co-curricular activities by students of the department. All the members of CSE associations are the students of CSE department. The events conducted by CSEA promotes organizing capabilities and communication skills of students in addition to developing their technical knowledge. I now take immense pleasure in introducing the guest of honors of the evening. First, we have our faculty advisor, Dr. R. Padmavati ma'am, who embarked her teaching profession in ITW in the year 2008, and now she is an associate professor in the CSE department. Her major field of interest include cryptanalysis and network security. She currently has 20 publications to her name. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to call upon Dr. Padmavati ma'am to address the gathering. Ma'am? Hello. Ma'am, are you here? Like, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm here only. Okay, yes. Yes, yes. Thank you. I'm sorry. So the CSCA Computer Science and Engineering Association is an organized student body that provides an open platform for students enrolled in BTech, MTech and MCA programs offered by the CSE department. It has been the best association from 2017 to 2019. We conduct various events ranging from coding contest and technical workshop to versatile fun events, hence providing ample opportunities to learn and grow while having fun. The association also lays a strong emphasis on student internship, placements, and research opportunities by providing quality guidance and mentorship for the same. The association has collaborated with many colleges and companies for big workshops. In 2019, CSA organized Techno Cruise, an array of technical workshops designed to inculcate in students the skills which are in demand in the industry, data analytics, and Android development in collaboration with IIT Kanpur. It has also been currently collaborating with big companies like OnePlus, GFG, and Postman to name a few. Some of the best events conducted by CSEA include Coding Premier League, S Reverse, a reverse engineering workshop in collaboration with Cybersecurity NITW. Prominent personalities Rajesh and many more. Apart from this, the association also collaborates with other clubs NIT Warangal like GD, SC, Painting Club, Coachep, Chapter, etc. In recent year, we have initiated Nupadan, a hackathon for beginners, which was a big success. Furthermore, a lot of exciting events which have been lined up for the upcoming semester. This year, CSA, in collaboration with NIT Trichy and NIT Surathkal, will be organizing the first of its kind, a Trinet hackathon, which will include four major domains: web development, app development, blockchain, and ML. We have also planned an apprenticeship program in which students would work on projects in their desired field under the guidance of seniors, which would stimulate an intern like experience. We, we at CSEA strive to better ourselves every year based on the feedback from students, TNP cell, and faculty, and constantly challenge ourselves to come up with innovative and relevant events and workshops. We hope to continue lending our lands in making learning effective and engaging. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I'm sorry. You can continue. You please unmute yourself.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah, you're
Ah,
yes.
sorry, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you for the in detail introduction of CSCA. Ma'am, next we have a small video for you that shows the journey of CSCA in the time of COVID-19 pandemic when the college went into online mode. Rahul, can you share the video?
Is the volume not coming?
No, no, music is not here.
Okay, I'm trying. Just give me a second.
Okay, 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 take your time.
Now is it once again?
No, it's still not, the volume is not here.
I've unmuted myself also, so let's see if that volume.
Still we can't hear the music, Rahul. Thank you, Rahul, for the video.
Welcome.
Okay. Next we have Professor P. Radhakrishnan, head of the department, Computer Science and Engineering. He has been in the profession of research, development, and technology adoption for about 30 years. His research interests includes data mining, big data, machine learning and databases, and workflow systems. Sir has double PhDs, over 100 publications in referred journals and conferences, and is also a tutorial speaker at several international conferences. I would now like to call upon Professor P. Radhakrishnan sir to address the gathering. Sir.
Yeah, thanks, Suen. Respected Director, NIT Warangal, and the Director, HAS Market, Dean Students Welfare, and the faculty advisor for the Computer Science and Engineering Association, Dr. Padmavati, and all the team members. Good evening to all of you. The Department of Computer Science actually is one of the premier program of our CSE department. Is this CSEA, and which was actually voluntarily taken over by the students and start looking at the new innovations and then the new thought processing and breakthrough exercises. So they all will experience with those things, and they are also conducting a lot of hackathons and actually coordinating with the people in addition to the regular curriculum activities. So these co-curricular as well as the extracurricular activities, they will penetrate into the multiple disciplines of computer science and engineering. Take the areas like big data, maybe soft computing, machine learning, software, data analytics. So many of the areas they are doing very good job. So on this occasion, I will congratulate the entire team of making the success, and over years this team is going a very bigger way. And the beauty of this program is the seniors actually will hand over the tasks and the kind of activities and the all kind of emerging aspects to the juniors, and it continues over the years. And I actually this is thanks the previous faculty advisors and the current faculty advisors for this program, who actually continuously interacting with the students and make them to be more out of box thinking capability, making the students to be kind of a different kind of a thought processing. So thanks for giving me opportunity to interact with all of you on this occasion and this inaugural function of this CSEA 2021. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks to you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Uh, Next, I would like to introduce our respected Dean of Student Welfare, Professor P. Ravi Kumar, sir. He had started his teaching profession in NITW in the year 1992 and is currently a professor in mechanical engineering. Sir has guided over 70 BTech projects, 10 MTech theses, and 9 PhDs. His field of interest lies around sustainable development, with 6 patents under his name. Now, I would like to request Professor P. Ravi Kumar, sir, to grace us with a few words. Sir?
Sir, I'm audible? Hello, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible. Yes, sir.
Voice is little low, sir, but audible.
Sir, sir, your voice is so low.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you now.
Today's Tuesday, Sir Raman Rao garu, Director DDW. Today's guest of honor, Sir Rahul Singh, Director IND Marketing. And Professor Radha Krishna garu, Head of Department, Computer Science Department. Vice President of Council, R. Padmavati garu, Faculty Advisor. And all the things work. It was a very good evening to one and all. And as it gives me a pleasure, the efforts put by them to conducting this inaugural session, Computer Science Department, and more innovations. I have seen your dynamism and persistence for seeking and adopting innovative methods to improve the quality of higher education, particularly in Computer Science Department, the Institute of IIT Warangal. And computer science, computers engineering is not limited to operate computer system, but is aimed at create a broad way to design more comprehensive technological solutions. The field of computer engineering is a combination of practical, abstract, and physical, and artificial intelligence and machine learning, robotic process automation, computing, quantum computing, virtual reality, and augmentation reality, blockchain, Internet of Things, IoT, 5G, and cybersecurity. You know, your faculty are well versed in all these areas, and you are learning a lot and conducting the workshop and keeping very good initiative through your association, bringing light of new technologies, new and all. And my message is actually I would like to bring it to attention to the most important qualities that one must process and continue throughout our lives. One is updating knowledge continuously. Very important, but particularly in computer science area and computer science students, new innovations, new dynamism, new technology, and develop an interest in career. Every student must develop their careers, interest in their careers, own career, and build software, own program, own innovative thinking and all. And every student must interact with their experts, scientists, and researchers in your department and other organizations. Keep your knowledge very well. And workshop your duty and sincere, worship your duty and be sincere. It's very important for any student, any teacher, or anybody, their organization. Worship your duty and be sincere. You see a lot of things for the career. Be punctual and stick to the schedules of workplace. Like because if you are a software engineer, punctual and stick to schedules of your own workplace. Be regular and honest and trustworthy. These are my points where I also followed in my career. I expect every student to follow these points to enrich their career and improve their ability. And in software engineering and responsibilities and duties, heavy coding and design and development of software, testing and debugging of software to keep it optimized, writing clean code for the front and back end of the software, designing interactions on the web application, creating server and databases for the back end of the software, ensure cross-platform compatibility and optimization, testing and maintaining the responsive design of application, working with graphic design to design UI features. Because what I am observing from the outside, must be having a lot of skills, responsibility on this. And finally, I am concluding my message that I wish you all the best in your endeavors, aspirations, and actions. I propose thank the organizers for providing me a great opportunity to participate in this great event. My best wishes to each one of you for a safe and secure journey throughout your life. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind wishes and your enlightening words. Next, we have our eminent guest of honor, Mr. Rahul Singh. He is the India Director of IHS Market, a London-based information provider company. He is highly qualified with a bachelor's degree in CSE and a postgraduate degree in both business administration and AI. He is a seasoned professional with around 16 plus year of experience in software design, development, production services, and 14 plus years of experience in managing application production services for FICC applications. I would now like to request Mr. Rahul Singh to enlighten us with a few words. Uh,
Thanks a lot, Sufyan. Very good evening to all, especially our chief guest, Professor N.V. Ramana Rauji, and Professor P. Ravi Kumar ji, Professor P. Radhakrishnan ji, and all the students who have gathered here to listen to us. Pardon me, I have got a bad throat today. So if my voice trips, please show me a thumbs up and I'll try to correct it. Just to start with a brief introduction about me, Sufyan, you have already done, but I would like to add few more things to give the little background. I did my engineering in 2002, and if you all know, 2002 was a very special time. We had a dot-com bust in 2001, and the markets were lull till 2003 end. 90% of the dot-com companies busted. Forget about opportunities or jobs. Companies were shutting down, right? So imagine if you are a computer science graduate about to come out of college and you see all the companies shutting down their shops, right? uh, I was fortunate enough when the market started coming up in 2003. I got the first opportunity among the first few people in my batch to get the job. uh, and then I get a chance to work on uh, applications on financial services, primary, as you rightly said, fixed income of global markets. So I decided to do quantitative finance program from IIM Bangalore in 2007, and right in the middle of my program. So I was aspiring to become a trader, and IIM Bangalore had tie up with the institute in London. No questions asked, no applications. You will be sent there, do another 6 months program, and you are directly on the trading floor. But we all know what happened in 2007, 2008, subprime crisis. So when I was planning to go to the trading floor, investment banks actually started shutting down, right? And the situation is quite similar to all of you as well. Uh, I think most of your engineering is actually happening working from your hometown or probably from your hostel room. Yes, uh, COVID has thrown another challenge. Why I quoted my two examples is, see, the challenges will come in life. That is part and parcel. And believe me, these challenges will give you so much depth that your personality will shine. If you can sustain that, your personality will shine and you can survive anywhere. It does not matter whether you are doing your projects from your hostel room or from the lab. If you have the commitment, you will learn. And I'm telling it from my personal experience. Uh, I have seen a lot of people coming from a very humble background with no access to the sources, but they are doing fantastic. Uh, IT industry has become so big in India, but that was not the case 20 years back. I have seen people who doesn't know how to speak in English. They were out of college. They were computer science graduates. They are well settled in US. They are well settled in London and other parts of the country. And all they knew is to speak in their regional language, be it Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, but they have coped up really well. Yes. So, excuse me, you can always expect the unexpected in your life. But if you have learned to embrace the challenging situations, if you have learned to embrace the change in your life, you will always find opportunities in those situations. And that will help you move forward. It is easier to say, but how can you do that? Right? How can you prepare yourself for such things? If I understand correctly, most of you are first year students. And of course, we have second year and third year students as well. My suggestion is you make the best use of your time in college. Don't study just for your marks, study to learn. And you are all very fortunate. You have got the opportunity to study in one of the best institutes in India. You have access to all what you need, right? You have access to all the right people, all the specialists in their fields. You cannot ask for more. You have to see how you can make the best use of it. And the secret to that is study to learn. And once you know the stuff well, marks will anyways follow. See, even if you work with the attitude of just scoring the marks and probably looking at your scores, you may get a chance to sit in uh, interviews, college interviews, right? Campus interview. And probably you may get through the first job as well, right? But you will realize suddenly you are exposed to a very cruel word. But if you have studied to learn your subject well, come what may, whatever the situation is, you will shine. Right? So study to learn. Acha, it is again easy to say because you are just out of your school. You have always been waiting to go to college, mingle with friends, socialize. Right? Now you have canteen. You want to go out, watch movies, and that's what happens, right? First 4 months, you are just mingling with your friends, enjoying your life. And what happens just a month before your exams? Suddenly that sense of urgency comes. Yes? See, when your exams are like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months away, you are very relaxed. But when exams are just next month or next week, You are very focused. But unfortunately, when your time is not on your side, even though you are focused, you are not able to make use of that time. Have you all experienced that? That night before your exam, and that is your toughest subject, right? Whole night you are just reading. You know the subject well, but next day morning when the same question comes in the exam, you're not able to recall. Actually, to perform well, just not the focus is sufficient. Your mind needs to be relaxed as well, right? So it is a good uh, practice to learn some techniques which will keep your mind relaxed in all the situations. Probably some kind of pranayams. I know like a lot of your uh, seniors, they have been into such practices. So you can talk to them, but learn some practices, pranayams, meditations, sudarshan kriya. Those things will help you perform your best. See, when you purchase a mobile phone, right, you get a manual with that, right? And that manual says how you can take the best use of that. When you buy a bike, you get a manual, and the manual says if you drive your bike between 60 to 80, you get the maximum fuel efficiency, right? And the engine also lasts long. So you get the manual for all the devices. Actually, there is a manual for your body and your mind as well. If you follow that, it works in your favor. Okay. So what I'm saying is, all of you have got 24 hours in life every day. Yes, but yet you see some people are able to achieve more. Some people may not be. I have just given one secret how you can do that. But in general, if you start respecting your time, the 24 hours which you have been given, you will see things happening in your life. Right? There is a book of Stephen Covey, Seven Habits. The seventh habit of highly successful people is sharpen the saw. Now you can take it in any form. Sharpen the saw can be whatever field you work in or whatever project you work in. You know that well. That could be the sharpening saw. Another way is you take care of your physical body so that it helps you achieve your goals. We have got only one physical body, right? If it doesn't support you, when you fell sick, when you have seen, right, you're not able to do whatever you want to do, right? Sharpening the saw can also be how you take care of your mental hygiene, right? There can be different aspects to it. You explore for yourself what all fields you want to work on, but make sure at every point of time you're sharpening the saw. You want to learn a programming language, and actually it is my uh, suggestion to all of you. I know a lot of you want to do machine learning, you want to be in big data, but at least one programming language you should thoroughly learn. It can be Python because everybody wants to learn Python, or it can be C or Java, but at least one programming language. You should be like, you ask me anything and I'll be good with that. That is a bare minimum requirement to be successful in this career. One programming language is not much to ask. You have 3 years, 4 years with you. Yes. So respect time, right? See, when you have exam next week and you start working, and I already quoted that, you are not able to perform well, although your focus is 100% there. At the same time, you are relaxed 4 months in advance, right? So this is like a T20 cricket match. Your 6 months of semester is like a T20 cricket match. Let's say you are chasing 200 runs, and if you have a maiden over, then you don't have to score 10 runs in next over. You have to score more, probably 11 runs or 12 runs, depending on the scoring rate in your initial overs. The more relaxed you are in the beginning and not focused on your study, the more difficult it becomes in the last few months to catch up, right? See, Sehwag or Rohit Sharma can be fantastic players, right? Or Sachin Tendulkar. But when the asking rate increases from 10 runs per over to 15 runs per over, they can feel the pressure. It becomes difficult to score 15. Scoring 10 runs is much easier, right? So as the asking rate keeps increasing, some hormonal changes happens in the body, which doesn't allow you to perform to your full capacity. So plan it ahead. Plan it ahead so that you are giving that 1 hour, 2 hours. Believe me, you don't need more than 1.5 or 2 hours every day if you're really focused. You don't need more than that time in your studies. But you can study for 4 or 5 hours and your productivity can be just 45 minutes or 1 hour. Because we have got this device, it has got Facebook, it has got Instagram, it has got, all that, right? you, you can be studying and then getting distracted with this. 1.5 hours is max you need every day, but focused, right? And I was listening, right? uh, you have access to all the new technologies. You have access to uh, the best of the knowledge on crypto, on uh, your blockchain technologies, right? I'll tell you one thing: you don't have to master all, but at least know what is happening in the industry. Know well what is happening in the industry, but whatever works for you, you choose that and then master it thoroughly, so that in your third year and fourth year, when you face the interviewer, you can tell, I know this subject, you can ask me anything. And then you should not be disappointing the interviewer, right? Remember one thing: when you go to the organization after completing your graduation, you are not expected to perform on day one. But what you are tested in the interview is whether you have that attitude to learn, whether you can learn the stuff and start delivering in 4 months or 6 months. And I think this is a big mismatch. A lot of students I interview, I think they think that they can learn everything and they can start performing on day one. And because of that, they try to master all. It is not humanly possible, believe me. You can master one, but not all, at least at a time. You can give sufficiently good time to one topic. Once you are comfortable, then move on. You anyways will have to move on. The pace with which technology is moving today, you have to change gears in every 7 8 years. I was one of the first adopters of mobile phones. Even before Nokia, we used to have Ericsson phones, literally half kg phone, one device, half a kg in 1999. It will cost you 28 rupees per minute of outgoing and 14 rupees per minute of incoming. Can you imagine? And then when we enter 2002 and 2003, and people started talking about touch screen, it was like a dream. A lot of people did not believe it is possible. When the industry started talking about that people will be able to do pretty much everything through this device, people laughed at them. They said, even the personal desktop adoption is so low. Not everybody owns a PC, and you are talking about people doing stuff on this. But it is happening now. Yes, and the transformation happened pretty fast. So if somebody says metaverse, you may either laugh at them and you may say probably yes. Let me find out what is there in it. Right? I don't know whether Bitcoin is uh, will have a future or not, whether it will be legally accepted or not. But then it was available for peanuts in 2010 or 12. Now you know what is the price, right? Even if we do not accept Bitcoin, at least the technology on which it is built, it has a lot of applications, right? Real applications. So probably if you do not believe in cryptocurrency, you can at least go back and check what is there in this technology. What are the different domains where it can be applied, right? Is there a use case for that? And there are a lot of use cases. There are a lot of use cases. See, once you know gears, right? You will see them everywhere. Uh, if you are using an old age watch, you will see the gears in that. In your cars, bikes, you will see gears. Every machinery will have gears. But when the gears came into existence for the first time, it was like a big innovation. But as we progressed, people stopped talking about gears because gears was not a standalone industry. It actually went into all the industries. Any industry, even your toys, any industry will have the application of gears. Now, if you see something similar is happening with IT, I don't think IT is an industry in itself. IT is just solving problems for all the other industries. You name an industry and IT is solving problems, right from your space to agriculture, financial services, real estate, and you will soon see your I'm sorry, uh, the application in your real estate, your registration of lands, right? It has application in cars, automobile industry. It has application in chemical industry. You name an industry and IT has penetration in that, right? So when you are learning a particular technology, you also ask this question to yourself: why? What problem can you solve through this? And who knows, there is an entrepreneur sitting inside you. When you start questioning, then probably you will get the answers. Your Swiggy, Zomato, they look like IT companies, right? But what they are doing, they're delivering food. Uber, they are solving a transport problem through IT. You look into any industry, IT has application. And believe me, the penetration of IT is still in the novice state. Very early stages. There is lot more which can be done. And the best part is India has a very bright future. There are a lot of reasons for that. There are a lot of reasons for that. One is by our genes. We Indians are really good in mathematics and in solving problems through computers. We can thank our ancestors for that because we have not done anything to improve our genes, right? Probably they have done something. But yes, we are fortunate enough to get access to apply this knowledge. Even you look across geographies, right? You will see two breeds, Indians and Chinese, sitting all across the globe. And it will continue. It's not going to change. Because there is something in the DNA which help us do certain things, which others actually struggle. I'm not saying they cannot do it, but it doesn't come naturally to them. My only request to all the people listening to me is respect time. Make the best use of the 24 hours you have got in a day. And you will see this time can do wonders for you. Start investing small. Invest in your learning, invest in your health, both physical and mental, and make use of the network you have. You have the network of all the good professors, best in the market. You have access to your seniors, probably already in the market, right? Working somewhere. Reach out to them. Ask them questions. They'll be happy to help you. Right? I know the current situation does not allow, but whenever you get a chance, so many of your seniors probably are working in Hyderabad. You can come in the morning and go back in the evening. Interact with them. These are the certain things which will help you excel. With that thought, I'll give it back to you, Sufyan. But I'll be happy to take any questions if anybody has.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful insights and great advices. I hope that's going to help a lot of people over here.
I have intentionally avoided getting into the details of any technical subject because one, we have very limited time, and I realize that we have already got the best of industry experts, some of your professors in the meet. So you already have access to that, right?
Yes, sir.
But thanks a lot for inviting me. It was a pleasure interacting with you all.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so next we have our chief guest, respected director, sir, Professor N.V. Ramana Rao, sir. He worked as rector and professor of civil engineering. Throughout his teaching career, he had held many administrative positions as registrar, principal, director, Bureau of Industrial Consultancy Services, and coordinator, Entrepreneurship Development Cell, all at JNTU Hyderabad, before joining as the director of NIT Warangal. He has edited 3 books and published 157 papers in international journals, international conferences, national journals, and national conferences. He has guided more than 60 MTechs, 12 PhDs, and at present guiding several PhDs as well. Now I would like to take this opportunity to request Professor N.V. Ramana Rao sir to speak a few words. Sir? Sir, you are muted.
Sir, it is mute, sir. No, we couldn't hear you, sir.
Hear me?
Ah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We
Yes,
can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you very much. At the outset, Mohammad Sufyan, thank you for inviting me. At the outset, I would like to thank the distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Rahul Singh, Director IHS Market, for really throwing his experiences and light and for the benefit of the young student community. My colleague in the administration, Professor P. Ravi Kumar, Dean Student Welfare, Professor P. Radhakrishna, Head Department of Computer Science, Dr. Padmavati, Faculty Advisor, Mr. Venkat Reddy, and others, and other participants from the Civil Computer Science and Engineering Association. I'm very glad that the Student Association has really planned a lot of activities, including hackathons, competitions, and also, out of the box thinking in the having a lot of co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Definitely, all this is going to help you. And as advised by Mr. Rahul Singh also, that you need to also practice one programming language and give your time, try to do as many things as possible within the limited time and relax, do meditation. All this, I was really very happy that normally, when you call an expert, they talk about the subject, but he has talked something which is very, very important for all of us in becoming a good engineer. And I'm sure, that this Computer Science and Engineering Association will give you a lot of opportunity for you to excel in various things, not only in your academic, beyond the academic. What we are looking today is beyond the academic, especially in fields like computer science and engineering. You know that there are a lot of thrust areas that are there. Areas like I think you are aware that the areas we have areas which are actually so fastly developing, like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, blockchain, robotics, quantum computing, data sciences, cyber security. These fields are growing very rapidly, and I'm sure that your curriculum you will not be able to cope it. So this particular forum gives an opportunity to invite experts from around the world, especially through the online medium. And not only that, you will also be trying to give career guidance and also to the young students, and also career guidance to the young students, and also it will help you to conduct many competitions among yourselves. And in fact, as told by Dr. Padmavati, that this Computer Science and Engineering Association has been one of the best association among all the associations in the institute, and that is a trend. I myself have given 2 awards, and I'm very happy that there is very good response for this association, and the young participants and young executive member of this association will start new activities to actually help the student community learn beyond the curriculum. See, what is in the curriculum anyway you learn, but it's all beyond, that especially, you have to think out of box, not within the box, new ideas, and definitely, every idea is important. And this is an opportunity for you to experiment. This is an opportunity for you to learn teamwork. This is an opportunity for you to show leadership skills. This is an opportunity for you to innovate and experiment. And, I'm very happy the Computer Science and Engineering Department, we have recruited almost more than 24 new faculty members, well qualified and highly knowledgeable, and they are there to help you out. And the dynamic head of department, Professor Radhakrishna, has been encouraging his faculty members. Not only this, you can also take part in hackathons, conduct yourself, and I'm glad that you are now collaborating with NIT Trichy and NIT Surathkal to jointly organize a competition. These are things which are very, very important, and this will go a long way in development of your career, either in setting up your own industry or in your own firm or own organization, or trying to join. Because I've seen, especially the computer science and engineering students of NIT Warangal have been performing extremely well, and you come through a very tough competition. I know it's very difficult to get into NIT Warangal into computer science engineering, especially you require very good ranking. And I'm sure with your skill and will and your IQ levels, you can do wonders for this association. I wish you all the best in all your endeavors. So thank you very much, and good luck to all of you. Take care. Stay positive, but test negative. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir, for your kind words. Okay, so we will open the floor for questions. Like, if anyone has some question, they can post it here. Okay, so we have some questions in Q&A. Rahul sir, so there's one question for you from Divya. How do you perceive online classes, as a boon or as a challenge?
A very good question. Uh, See, definitely, there are benefits of attending classes in person. Uh, but in current situation, if you do not have any other choice, you don't wait for a time. It's already 18 months, right, in the lockdown. Uh, I think knowledge coming from any source is a good knowledge. So don't wait for the right time. now is the right time from wherever you get it.
That's a very precise and accurate answer, I guess. Divaswani. Okay, so there are some questions we can answer them later. Any other question, guys? Please post it in the Q&A section. Okay, I don't think like people are asking questions, so I guess that brings us to the end of our inaugural ceremony of CSCA for the academic year of 2021 and 2022. We thank everyone for you attending this, and a special note of thanks to our guest of honor for today, Mr. Rahul Singh, for taking out the time to interact with us on this occasion. We look forward to meeting you all again, and I guess
Thanks a lot for inviting me. It was a pleasure interacting with you all.
thank you all the dignitaries who are present here.